Hello, amazing viewers. Ever snuggled into a warm wool sweater or admired a beautifully woven wool scarf and wondered, how did this cozy material come to be? Wool has been a natural, sustainable way to keep us warm and stylish for centuries, and its journey from sheep to finished fabric is a captivating one. Today, we're uncovering each step in this remarkable process, from shearing to spinning, dyeing to weaving. If you're as fascinated by natural fibers and sustainable clothing as we are, hit that like button, subscribe for more behind-the-scenes stories, and join me as we dive into the incredible journey of wool. The origins of wool. The wool-making process starts with sheep, specifically breeds that produce the softest, most durable wool fibers. Some of the world's best wool comes from merino sheep, known for their exceptionally fine, soft wool. Each spring, these sheep are sheared to collect the fleece, the woolly coat that grows throughout the year. Shearing is done carefully by trained shearers using electric clippers. The sheep are sheared without causing them harm. In fact, shearing is essential for their health, as a thick wool coat can cause overheating in warmer months. It typically takes just a few minutes to shear a sheep, and an experienced shearer can collect enough wool to make several garments. The fleece is then gathered, cleaned, and sorted. One sheep can produce between 2 to 30 pounds of wool annually, depending on the breed and environment. The wool collected is dense and lanolin-rich, providing a natural waterproofing. This raw fleece marks the beginning of the wool-making process, but it still needs to go through several steps to become the cozy material we know. Scouring the wool. Once the wool is sheared, it's far from ready to wear. Raw wool contains natural oils, dirt, vegetable matter, and lanolin. To prepare it for processing, the wool goes through a cleaning process called scouring. In scouring, wool is washed in large tanks filled with water, soap, and sometimes mild chemicals to remove impurities. The scouring process is gentle yet thorough, ensuring the fibers retain their natural softness while eliminating any unwanted particles. This step is crucial because untreated wool would not only smell earthy but also be less comfortable to wear. The lanolin, a natural wax found in wool, is often removed during scouring and collected separately. Lanolin has many uses outside the textile industry, such as in skincare products for its moisturizing properties. So, nothing goes to waste, another sustainable aspect of wool production. After the wool is cleaned, it's dried and sorted according to fiber quality. The best quality wool fibers are reserved for premium products, while shorter or coarser fibers are used in products like carpets or insulation. This ensures that every part of the wool is used efficiently. Carding the wool. With the wool clean and sorted, it's time to card the fibers. Carding is a process that involves brushing the wool to align the fibers and prepare them for spinning. In traditional carding, two paddles with fine metal teeth comb through the wool, straightening and separating the fibers. Carding machines, which automate this process, have rows of metal teeth that move the wool fibers into a flat, uniform layer. This turns the wool into a web-like structure, which is then gathered into a loose, rope-like form called a sliver. This is a crucial stage in making wool, as it ensures the fibers are smooth and organized, ready for spinning into yarn. Carding not only aligns the fibers but also removes any remaining impurities, leaving the wool soft, fluffy, and consistent in quality. Without this step, spinning would be much more difficult, as the fibers would be too disordered to form a strong, even yarn. Carding is like giving the wool a final brush, ensuring every fiber is ready to become a piece of fabric. Turning fibers into yarn. The next stage is spinning, where the wool fibers are twisted together to create yarn. Spinning can be done by hand using a spindle or with spinning wheels and industrial machines, especially for large-scale wool production. Spinning gives wool its strength and elasticity, qualities that make it ideal for a variety of garments and textiles. The fibers are drawn out and twisted, creating a continuous strand of yarn. The thickness of the yarn depends on how much wool is used and the level of twist applied. Fine, delicate yarns require more spinning and are ideal for soft, lightweight fabrics, while thicker yarns are used for heavier, more insulating materials. During spinning, wool is often blended with other natural or synthetic fibers to enhance its properties. For instance, wool can be blended with nylon for added durability or with alpaca for extra softness. Once spun, the yarn is wound onto bobbins or combs, ready for weaving or knitting. The spinning process is where wool truly begins to take on the characteristics of the final fabric, with the twist giving it durability and a pleasant, resilient stretch. At this point, the wool yarn is soft, smooth, and durable, but it's usually still its natural color, which can range from white and beige to brown and gray. To make colorful wool textiles, the yarn is dyed using various methods. Dyeing can be done at multiple stages, but it's most common after spinning when the wool is in yarn form. Dyeing wool requires special, gentle techniques to maintain the integrity of the fibers. Wool is protein-based, which means it responds well to acid dyes. In traditional dyeing, the wool is submerged in a dye bath and heated to allow the color to penetrate the fibers. Eco-friendly dyes and natural pigments, such as plant-based dyes, are increasingly popular for dyeing wool, aligning with sustainable production practices. After dyeing, the yarn is washed to remove excess dye, ensuring the colors are vivid but won't bleed. The yarn is then dried and ready for the next stage in the process. Vibrant colors and patterns are essential for creating beautiful, unique wool textiles, allowing wool to be as visually stunning as it is functional. Crafting the fabric. With the yarn prepared and dyed, it's time to transform it into fabric through weaving or knitting. Weaving involves interlacing two sets of yarn at right angles to create a sturdy, structured fabric. Wool can be woven into a wide range of textures, from tight, smooth fabrics for suits and coats to looser, softer weaves for scarves and blankets. Knitting, on the other hand, is a more flexible method that creates soft, stretchy fabrics. Wool is often knitted into sweaters, hats, and other cozy garments that take advantage of its elasticity and warmth. Whether woven or knitted, the wool yarn is crafted into beautiful, functional fabrics that provide warmth and comfort. Both weaving and knitting machines can create a variety of patterns, allowing manufacturers to produce diverse textures and designs. Once the fabric is created, it's almost ready to be turned into a final product, whether a garment, blanket, or upholstery. After weaving or knitting, the wool fabric goes through finishing processes to enhance its look, feel, and durability. These finishing touches can include processes like fulling or felting, where the fabric is washed and gently agitated to make it denser and softer. This is commonly done for fabrics like wool felt or woolen cloth used in outerwear. The wool is sometimes stretched and pressed to give it a smooth, consistent texture. Manufacturers may also add treatments like waterproofing or moth resistance, depending on the intended use. These treatments improve the wool's longevity, making it a practical choice for a wide range of products. Once the fabric is finished, it's inspected for quality, ensuring there are no flaws or weak spots. Wool products go through rigorous quality control to ensure that only the best materials make it to the market. The fabric is then cut, sewn, or tailored into its final form, ready to be enjoyed by customers worldwide. The enduring appeal of wool. Wool is an incredibly sustainable material, not only because it's biodegradable but also due to the eco-friendly practices in its production. Many wool manufacturers prioritize animal welfare and sustainable farming practices. Wool garments are also highly durable, reducing the need for frequent replacements and helping to cut down on waste. Recycling is also integral to wool production. Old wool garments can be shredded and spun into new yarn, a process known as upcycling. This helps conserve resources, making wool a great option for eco-conscious consumers. In recent years, innovations in wool recycling have led to high-quality recycled wool products, adding another layer to wool's environmental benefits. And there you have it, the fascinating journey of wool, from sheep to sweater. Each step, from shearing to finishing, showcases the skill, care, and tradition behind this remarkable fiber. Wool is more than a fabric, it's a sustainable choice that connects us to nature and a rich history of craftsmanship. If you found this journey as inspiring as we did, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with anyone who might appreciate the magic of wool, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories about the making of the everyday products we love. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.